Welcome back everyone to Piney Plays the Burglar. Last time we successfully defended the town, and now it's time for us to speak with Elfmar to find out what he has to say.
Thank you for your help.
Victory for the Elfward! The people of Faldham will continue to live and prosper free from the tyranny of the White Hand Uruks and their cruel master. We owe our success today to your brave deeds, Petronella. Obviously, they weren't looking too carefully on how I was fighting. Know always that you are welcome among my people, and that we are honored to count you among our allies. Alright, I have a choice between a ceremonial mace. Despite being a ceremonial mace, it still has some combat stats on it, so it's a little bit more than ceremonial. How about these shoulders? Actually, those shoulders are... well, I'll have a look at that later.
I need your help if you can aid me.
Petronella, rumor has come to my ear of the troubles of the Entwash Vale, writing of Rig Imbert of the House of Leothard. It is said that goblins and orcs of the Misty Mountains have descended upon the writing and are preparing to lay siege upon Aworth. If you wish to be of aid to the Eastmen, journey west to Aworth and with your services to Reeve Ingbert. I am sure that he will be grateful for your assistance. The people of Faldham must carry on under their own defenses, but we will not forget your aid. Very well. We need to speak with the Reeve. Oh, one more thing.
No doubt your friend Horn would be glad to see his home again.
We also, of course, have our on talk with the next phase of the epic. Yes. Your road surely runs northwest now to Aworth. No doubt your friend Horn will be glad to see his home, and you may be able to learn where the Uruks crossed the river, if they still live. As you travel through the Entwash Vale, slay any mounted enemies that you encounter. With such speed, they could double back and cause trouble to Faldham, or for towns of the Sucrofs, and I do not wish that. Your friends are just outside, I believe. Speak with them, and give them my thanks for helping to train my men. You're welcome. So, let's head outside and speak with Horn, Nona, and whatever the elf's name is. This doesn't look good if we've got Horn looking one way and Nona the other. That's either a defensive posture or they're not talking to each other. Hello there, Horn.
I thought we might need to go to Aoeth. It is my home.
Yes, Aelworth is my home, but I have not been there to stay in several years. I returned briefly for a few days after Theoden King ordered me to stand guard, and before I left Rohan. My father was pleased to see me go, I think. His name is Ingbert, and he is the Reeve of the Entwash Vale. He trained both Prince Theodred and Aylmer when they were young. He trained me as well, but I did not impress him as much as they did. He is a hard man. I hope my family troubles will not distress you. Nona, well, he will not think much of Nona. Oh, yeah, I can see the problem here. I will follow your lead to Aelworth, Petronella. I do not want my family to cause any trouble for you or our companions. Alright? And what do you say, Nona?
I do not understand why Horn is reluctant to return to his home. Or perhaps I do.
If I were to return to Lunak now, I would be glad to see Suveloch. I would introduce him to Cordon and, Horn. Oh, perhaps I see why Horn is not eager to see his home again. Yeah, there's a little bit of a problem to introduce Horn to Suveloch, since I'm sure he will not like Horn all that much. Yeah, well, hello there, Corridon. Yeah, that's your name. Yeah,
Aoworth sits very near to Fangorn. I would like to see that forest, if we may.
Yes, Aylworth sits on cliffs at a bend of the Entwash to the north. Were we to follow the river past the city, we would eventually arrive at the forest of Fangorn. I have heard tales of Fangorn that make me most curious to see it. But to hear Horn speak of it, I cannot imagine he would want to get any closer to it than Aylworth. Well, yes, there is that. So I need to speak with Reeve Ingbert, but I also need to kill some mounted foes in the Entwash Vale. Yeah, well, that should be fun, considering my joy I have whenever I face mounted enemies. Well, I suppose I'll just have to start with a little stratagem, though perhaps not going into Orca guys too close to the town, not right after that little battle. Ah, I've made it into the Entwash Vale, and the first thing you need to do is to make sure you head off in a northerly direction, otherwise you can get a bit out of the direction you want. You wind up in the Sudcross if you go the wrong way. Yeah, it's just isolate them and take care of them quickly. A great practice. Alright, let's try another one of them. These guys don't seem to be all that tough. Aha! So I think I am going to be needing a... Alright, I'll take back that bit about them not being all that tough. Hello? Well, if you're going to take all that time to get back here, I can mount up again. Charge! Gotcha. Now we can do battle in earnest. That's 2 down. 4 more to go. Of course, and all that stuff that we were doing, I completely forgot about Bingo Boffin here. Hello, Bingo! I hope you had some fun here in Cliving while I was killing orcs down in Faldham.
I am ready to help Eggwolf once again, if you are.
Yes, I'm ready to help Eggwolf find the other member of the cult of the Blood Eye. Yes, she said that the trail has gone cold, but perhaps she's found some clue that will steer us into the right direction? Or I suppose I could do that. Where is she at? Oh! She's apparently good at stealth. Hi there, Eggwolf.
Begin your search on the path that leads from the Norcrofts to Wildemore.
Yes, I'm pleased the two of you will help me find the missing agent of the Blood Eye. He would sell the kingdom to its enemies, given the chance, and he must pay for his treason. I scouted ahead and found this trail leading to the west. I believe he's making for the heights of Wildemore. You would do well to begin your search on the sloping path that leads from the Norcrofts into Wildemore. Oh, and one more thing, Petronella. The air is heavy with some sort of sorcery. I felt the chill in my bones as I approached. There's something unusual afoot in Wildemore. Well then, I better get some information about Wildemore first. Before I do that, I need to track down a certain group of orcs. So that means back to Aworth now. Here we are, Horn. I hope you didn't mind that little detour I took in Cliving.
Well, we are here.
No, I don't mind that we did not hurry to see home again. But now that I am, it fills me with sorrow.
No point in delaying further.
Yes, let's go see my father and see what he has to say. If we are lucky, his people have seen some sign of the Uruks. If we're not, he'll not be pleased at my return at all. Ooh, alright. I suppose we'll have to have a talk with Ingbert. Well, We could at least tell him that maybe upwards that Elfhelm's son had sent us. I guess that'll be the way we could go. Hello there. I need to speak with the Reeve.
What brings you to these lands?
Hold on, stranger. You come at a dire time, and the doors of the mead hall are closed. Oh? Well, can I just open them? Burglar. Well, maybe I won't appreciate that last word, so maybe I'll just say it to myself.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
You come to Faldham seeking an audience with Reeve Ingbert. You have come in an inopportune time. Dark days are upon us, and the Reeve is wary of strangers. As well, he is closeted with discussion with his son, Lord Ingmar. We expect to fall under siege of orcs at any time, and they debate the best strategy to deal with them. Maybe this isn't a good time to bring up that I brought another one of his sons with me. Yeah. If you desire to help and perhaps prove your friendship to Aoworth, you may put your talents to use by aiding us with our siege preparations. Many of our guards are overtasked and need some assistance. Well then. What else is new? It's time for us to find out what needs to be done here. Hello there. Anything you need help with?
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
Automod sent you, did he? Good enough. As you have heard, I'm sure, orcs south of the Misty Mountains are preparing to lay siege upon Aoworth. In preparation, I have a task for you. I need you to go out in the Vale and collect some materials for me. We will need arms and armor to spare, but for that we will need materials to forge with. You can mine ore in the cliffs of the Vale. Wood can be found in the marshes of the north. And when you have gathered the materials, return here to me. So collect some ore and some branches. Alright, I suppose I can do that. To help prepare for the siege. Hello there. Anything you need help with?
Will you aid the Rohirrim?
This is madness. Orcs ravage our walls, burn our homes, and prepare to lay siege to the city, and our Reeve does nothing. I must beg your pardon, stranger. I am frustrated with the apparent inaction of the Reeve Ingbert, but forsooth, King Theoden King is to blame. The king has declared that we are not to hunt orcs within our own borders, and so the orcs hunt us. Many here have lost their homes and all their own, and others fear the same will happen to them. Perhaps you could go to the people of Aoworth and reassure them that our city will stand strong. Alright. I suppose I could do this, but I'm sure they're not going to be happy about this. Let's do a little bit of reassuring.
Time is
here.
short, and so is hope.
I have friends who have lost everything. The south walls lie in ruins. Yet you say we have not to be afraid? I'm Rohirrim, so I will fight for my home. But will Reeve Ingbert do nothing to avert the attacks of the orcs? Well, hard to reassure them when he has a little bit of a point there. It's the Reeve's job to protect the people, isn't it? But I must put on a good face. Hello there.
What brings you to these lands?
We're Rohirrim. We will not cower in the face of defeat. We will continue. How wonderful. I wonder if she needs any reassurance. Hello there.
Stay and speak with me, please.
Oh, please, stay and speak with me. I am quite upset. My friends, Brewston and Sperling, are quarreling with each other, and I'm afraid they'll hurt each other. Oh, you seem to be a great warrior, and I'm sure they will listen to you if you tell them to stop fighting. Oh, will you come to me? Well, I suppose that in the eyes of her, I could look like a great warrior. All right, fine.
I know not why my friends Sperlin and Brunston are fighting, but someone must stop them. I am afraid they're going to injure more than their friendship.
So what exactly is going on here?
My parents say that strangers might be dangerous.
Well, considering that most of the strangers in this area are probably orcs, it's probably not complete nonsense, yes. Oh, you must hurry. Brewston and Sparling are surely going to harm each other if they continue on fighting like this. Alright. There you are. Can you stop them? Hello there. Yeah, thank you. I was wondering, what's going on here? Yes. Or what's going on?
I think the orc stole my toy.
Then why are you fighting him if you think the orc stole it? Well, yes, Sperling has accused me of stealing the toy sword his father gave him, but I tell you, I did not. I am no dishonorable dog that will steal from his friends. Sperling lent me the sword, and I returned it, I swear it. He only blames me because he does not want to blame himself for the loss of it. So he loaned it to you, and you returned it, but, alright. Well, what do you say about this?
I hope the orcs go eat the Dunlendings.
Brewston is a liar and a thief. My father gave me a wooden practice sword before he went off to fight, and I let Brewston play with it, and now it's gone. He swears he returned it to me, but I swear he did not. He's a liar without honor. Alright, well then, it's going to be difficult in order to trace this. Well, what's going on in here? What do you say? You know anything about this?
I am not afraid of you.
Oh my, I don't know who to believe. I cannot believe that Brewston will be so dishonorable, but I also do not believe that Sperling will accuse him without cause. Perhaps one of the other children saw something? Would you ask one of them? An entire lineup here. Hello there. Do you know anything about this little sword business?
Welcome, stranger from afar.
Well, if Brewston stole Sperling's sword, he should be fed to the orcs. Sperling's dog gave him that sword before he went away. Alright. Well, what do you say about it?
Are the orcs going to eat us?
Nay, I saw nothing. Alright, I can't lie. I borrowed the sword from Brewston and went playing in the burnt yards to the south. When my mother called me to dinner, I forgot the toy and left it behind. When I came back, I could not find it again. Yeah, well, please don't tell Sperling and Brewston. They're both bigger than me. Oh, boy. Alright, I'll see if I can find the sword anywhere. Well, it looks like somebody borrowed the sword and it's lost.
I am not supposed to speak with strangers.
Oh dear. You say that another of my friends was actually to blame for the loss of the sword? Oh my. What do we do about that? Well, that's a bit of a conundrum.
My parents say that strangers might be dangerous.
Oh dear, if you tell Sperling and Brewston that it was actually our other friend who took the sword, they'll both turn on him. Is there nothing we can do to help? Well, you have any ideas?
Stay and speak with me, please.
What am I going to do? Brewston and Sperling will not speak to each other still and swear that their friendship is over, but you and I both know that neither of them is directly to blame. Now, the friend who misplaced the sword said that it was lost in the southern part of the town. Would you go out and search there? If you can find the sword, perhaps Brewston and Sperling will be friends again, and my other friend will remain nameless in the matter. Yes, I can see you're trying to keep the friend's name out of this as much as possible. Will we find the sword? Will the friendship be mended? And what about all these other people and what they need to be done? We have to look into that in the next episode of Piney Plays The Burglar.